Hello, hello, hello. And yeah, 4th of January. And it is gone 11 o'clock here. So I mentioned at the start, Ghoster returns. I'll explain that. But yeah, successes and failures. So success last night was I got to bed early, which meant I woke up a bit earlier as well. So I woke up at 20 to 7 and then had a glorious hour in bed because I didn't need to jump up and go for a wee, so that's unusual. And it was dark. I didn't want to get out of bed, so I just enjoyed lying there. Then I did do my morning practices, which takes about 3 hours. That includes walking the dog and feeding the guinea pigs and doing all that jazz, getting showered, and so I was ready. And then I was meeting a friend in town. We were going to have some brunch and go charity shop shopping. And actually, it was a really good morning. One of the part of my morning routine is I've got a visualization that I've created myself that guides myself through a relaxation, affirms I've created my future self, so it connects into my future self, and I've got a scene of my of my future that I tap into. It takes about 13 minutes. Mine's about 30 minutes. I've just printed off the transcription because there's a few words I want to tweak up a little bit and change it up. But that put me in a really good place. And and just connecting, reminding myself that I want to have pleasure. I want to enjoy the day. So, and I did. I mean, it was helpful because I was with somebody I liked, and we had a nice time together. I did a bit of shopping. I got some things that I needed, well, not needed to get, but I wanted to get. And it was good. And then this evening, I went round my mum's with my kids and my brother, and we had a curry, Indian takeaway, and played a silly game, watched a silly film. So that was really nice as well. It just means again we had a bit of a later night. So that was successes. So what do I mean by failures? Well, failures means that it's now 11 o'clock, and ideally my light would have been out, as in going to bed about an hour ago, really. So I really want to be looking to switch off. My ideal situation, switch off about 8:30, get my bedtime practices going, so I go to sleep in a really good place as well. So that's like another meditation. I'm going to create a pleasure meditation that's just going to fully relax my body and get me really connected into myself. So I've got some idea. Hi Mark, how you doing? I've got some ideas of how to do that, what I'm going to say. I just need to do it, really. So I may get that done tomorrow. It's a bit of a build up because on Monday it's my birthday, and I want to plan something nice for my birthday. And when 6th of January is a rubbish time to have a birthday because it's just after Christmas. Everyone's doing dry January. No one's got any money. I'm not a drinker these days. The dry January doesn't really bother me. But and this year it's on a Monday, and Monday's like really rubbish day because a lot of people are just starting back to work. So I'm hoping that my friend Kimberly is going to be available. We're going to go out for some lunch and stuff, and then I'm meeting I don't know actually what I'm doing Monday night now. Monday night's free, so yeah, open for offers, anybody. but I might just spend it at home with me and light some candles and tidy my room and do some real self-care and have an early night. So yeah, it's interesting, these what's deemed as successes and failures. And the other failures was, although I went out to dinner, I had a pretty healthy, I had a breakfast, but it was a gluten-free vegetarian breakfast, so it was pretty decent, to be fair. I didn't have coffee. I had peppermint tea. The Indian I had I've not had it before, but it was really nice. It was grilled tandoori salmon with roasted vegetables, and it was meant to have some rice with it, but the rice didn't come, so I had a bit of my brother's rice, and that was fine. then for some reason I had some chocolates around my mum. I don't know why I had chocolates, because they're there, and I got a little bit of a sweet tooth, and we were watching a movie, and yeah, so that's a bit of a failure because I don't really want to be eating chocolates. And actually, I treated myself to some real nice vegan chocolates from the organic shop in town. I haven't eaten them yet, but I did treat myself, so I've got myself a little birthday present. I've also brought myself a new cooking pan, because my deep frying pan that I use a lot is a non-stick, and the non-stick's gone on it, and that's not really very good for you because it sends out toxins into your food. So obviously we don't want toxins in our food. So I bought myself a new posh pan. That's my successes and failures. My ghosters returned. So yeah, so any of you who read my post about being stood up on New Year's Eve and then being ghosted, basically, and by that, you try and get in touch with somebody and they don't return your calls, they're not answering your texts, and I got a message from him. It was about 7:30. I didn't see it until about an hour ago. A voice message saying he was really sorry. He had fallen ill. He can only think of it. It might have been COVID, but he was really knocked out, and he's only just sort of coming back round again. I'm assuming he's asleep now, because he said, if we're cool, it'll be lovely to talk. If we're not, I understand and wish you well. So yeah, I forgive easily. That's one of my things. That's probably why I've stayed with 2 men longer than I should have done. But I think forgiving easily is just so much healthier and easier. I don't want to hold a grudge, and he was a very interesting man. So we will see what comes of it. I have left it back in his court. I've texted him and said, yes, let's talk. So we'll see if he's around tomorrow. But he's going to have to jump through some hoops, really, to regain my trust. There's definitely a big trust thing that's now broken. Yeah, it was when he was coming up on New Year's Eve, we were basically, planning to go and get a hotel room together and have lots of fun in that respect. And now he's going to have to prove himself a little bit. Well, quite a lot, really. But I'm going to get some answers, so I'm glad about that. I am glad about that, because there's nothing worse than just not really knowing what's happened. So we shall see. So hi Yinka, thanks for joining me. Just in time for a nice bit of breath work. Take a nice big deep breath in, and then just gently and deliberately allow your breath to go. Another big, nice deep breath in. And again, let it go. Third one, big deep breath in and hold for as long as feels comfortable. And then a gentle and deliberate release. So as you continue with this beautiful, deep, conscious breathing, let's ignite our prayer for humanity and breathe into your heart. Ignite that loving flame, that glowing ember that you have. As you breathe in, it grows and glows and grows and glows till it surrounds your whole body, filling all of you with love, appreciation, joy. Just feel the pleasure of that. Feel the pleasure of that energy of love just filling your whole body. Send that out to everybody in your house. everyone in your street, in your neighbourhood, everyone you know, and all those that you don't. And send out to everyone in your town, your county or state, your continent. I know we've missed your country. Send out to everyone in your country. Your continent. And then cover the whole world with this glowing orb, and you're the centre of your universe. And pray that everybody on this planet has the opportunity to feel what it feels like to have their heart opened a little bit more, to forgive and be forgiven, to love and be loved, to understand and be understood, to feel joy, to feel connection, to feel pleasure. To be at peace. Thank you. Hi Janice, thank you for joining us too. So what is your intention for the next 24 hours then? It's I'm really exploring this idea of pleasure, and it's interesting. I've been listening to I can't remember what it's called, the Gita Dav book, some spiritual book thing I'm listening to on Audible, but they were talking about the pleasure pain thing and how it's quite perceptual, isn't it? How we perceive pleasure and pain, and how both of them are such a foundation piece of our lives. Yeah, just don't know if there's any learning to be done by that, but it's just, and pleasure and pain are almost like different sides of the same coin, aren't they? Maybe you can't have pleasure without having pain. And then we do think pain is a bad thing, but maybe it's not. I mean, it's not when it's on our bodies, is it? We get pain if it's like it's too hot, take it off. It's too cold, take a hand off. If something's too sharp, remove it quickly. So pain is a sign, an indication. What's the word? I'm going to say instruction, communication. And when our body's in pain, it's trying to tell us something, isn't it? Tell us something's wrong. So maybe pain isn't such a bad thing after all. And I was talking to my friend about pleasure the other day, and sometimes pleasure can be very short-term, but with a long-term pain. So you have those short-term gains, a bit like me eating the chocolate earlier, very short-term gain, with your palate is saying yes, 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 but your body's not really. And this spiritual book was talking about as well, was the idea that our palate almost has the biggest voice, is the stronger one. We want something sweet, we want something nice. And I'm getting better. I think when you're on this journey of healing and certainly when you're experimenting with diets and foods and which things are good and bad for you, that there's different parts of your body that has conversations about food, that's for sure. And connecting into the parts of your body that's maybe not as loud and as in your face as your palate is, your taste buds. Oh yeah, we want that, because taste is such a such a powerful thing. You find something that you like to eat, and it's really difficult to say no to it, isn't it? So yeah, quite interesting, quite interesting. So my intention for the next 24 hours, so tomorrow is Sunday. I'm not sure what the weather's doing. I've got a gentle morning, and then I am meeting a couple of my men friends tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going to have some fun. I am. Part of my polyamorous journey. This is my exploration of the pleasure side and stepping outside of societal norms with regard to monogamy. Whole different story on that, and I'm thinking of writing a book as well. I haven't got very far on it other than a thought, but the thought's getting stronger. Everything starts with the thought. So my intention tomorrow is to enjoy a nice lie-in and get ready for my afternoon of fun, and then come home and have a nice early night and do my practices. So that is definitely on my agenda tomorrow, so that's good. And then wake up Monday on my birthday, full of beans, excited about the day ahead, and just giving myself a nice, gentle, relaxing, pleasure-filled day. So what am I grateful for? Well, yeah, I've talked about it all already, really. Grateful for my friends having met me uptown, helped me get Bumblebee out. I also, I'm assuming they're a new neighbour, but they came and helped me put Bumblebee in my car as well, so that was really helpful. Bumblebee, in case you don't know, is my mobility scooter, and I have got a hoist that gets in and out the car, but it's still pretty tricky. I've got to take the seat off and the basket off, and I can do it myself, but if you're able-bodied, it's a lot easier. So I'm grateful for people helping me. My friend bought me a couple of things when we went charity shop shopping. I got a real good discount on my new pan. I went round to my mum's, and my brother bought me a takeaway, and the kids, we played a silly game. We had we had fun. It was good. We had a few laughs, and it was nice. And I'm grateful that my New Year's Eve date is okay. And he's got in touch, so I am grateful for that. I'm now grateful my bed's warming up nicely because I've got a heated blanket underneath, which is really lovely when my feet are cold, which they are. So ingesting, I've talked about that already as well. So I've had lovely food wise, maybe not as super healthy as it could be, but pretty good, apart from the chocolates at the end. So I'll forgive myself for that one. We forgot nature. So this morning I went out and took Sophie for a walk. It was quite interesting this morning because it was really dark when I first got up, and it looked really grey outside, and it looked really, sort of yucky. It wasn't the nice bright frosty morning that we'd had. But when I actually took Sophie out, you could see the sun just sort of coming through the haze of clouds. You could just see the sun trying to shine through. So that was interesting. And we wandered around town as well. It's not really nature, but you get out and about and feel the air, which is nice as well. And ingest, I told you about that. What are you telling yourself? So what is your internal dialogue like? And is having this acronym in your head helping you to bring up to the surface any of those negative thoughts and just reframe them or shift them to something else? And one of the exercises, and I've said this before, but if one of the exercises that I've done to help me with my own visualization is to write down all the sort of negative thoughts, fears, doubts that you've got going on, and then shift them about into what actually you do want, because these are beliefs that are running your show at the moment. And if we can change them over into something a lot more positive and a lot more moving towards what you do want rather than where you're at, then it will help get you there. And I was thinking, because I know a lot of people on here, know me and maybe have had some conversations with me, but I don't know how many of you have actually had like a coaching conversation. And I was, and what I can do is help you develop your own, if you would like, help you to develop your own visualization and create your own visualization. So you've got it on as a video, as an audible. And what I thought I would do is offer it as it's a paid thing, but start off for the first person who says they would like to come on and have a coaching conversation with me, for £1. The second person gets it for £2. The third person gets it for £3, etc., until it keeps going up until it's costs a lot more money. So this will be for about an hour and a half, depending how long it takes, but an hour should probably do it. So if you want to come and feel what it's like to have a coaching conversation with me and to get your visualization done, or get a problem solved that you would like to get solved, tap into your future self in some way, then the first person gets it for £1, the second person gets it for £2, the second person gets it for £3, just for the one-off session. So I don't know quite how to set that up on a landing page or anything, but I will write about it maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know. I'll see what time I wake up. But if that's of interest to any of you that's here now that would like to book in for a session for those prices, just DM me, and the first person DM gets it for £1, the second person gets it for £2, so forth and so forth. So that's my little offer as we're coming up to my birthday. It's nice to offer something nice out for my birthday, and also to get me coaching more regularly is what I want to be doing. And so that's the offer. So to help tell yourself the good stuff, tell yourself where you want to be going rather than what's keeping you stuck. And then of course the E is for enjoy, feeling the pleasure. Got a dry mouth, so yeah, just the pleasure of cold water. I mean, that's lovely, isn't it? Especially when your throat feels dry and your mouth feels dry. It's amazing how you can feel more pleasure in your body when you start deciding to. It really is. So, and of course, there's nothing more pleasurable than Gina having a little song, is there? Ignite my happy, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder and every day with glee. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. IGNITE, ignite the happy in me. Lovely to see you all. Hi, Brenda. And let me know if you'd like to come and have a coaching conversation with me for a bargain price of wherever you are in the queue. DM me and let me know, and I will be in touch to arrange something. All right, my sweets. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the next 24 hours, and I'll see you hopefully a little bit earlier tomorrow, but we'll see. See you later. Have fun. Enjoy. Big night.